What is up, guys? Today is a very special day. I'm here with my brand new car. Now let's just take it for a little drive, shall we? Now for the spec of this car, it is a black or very dark gray color, metallic. It kind of depends on how you look at it and in what light you look at it. But I do think it fits the car. It's a nice color. I would have maybe preferred the very bright, famous light blue that this car was offered in, but hey, what can you do? It's not always that you get the exact specification that you want, and this did match a lot of the other points, and I do like the car, and I do like the color. Now, other than that, this is obviously a 3-door variant, which I again prefer to the 5-door variant. It is also, as you might be able to see, a DSG gearbox. Now, I didn't really have a preference for either DSG or manuals, but I'm happy with my choice in the end. Just a small acceleration, that was. Now remember, this car is fully stock at the minute. I think I like it that way because it can go wrong with this car very quickly, and you can make it look, well, let's just say questionable at the very least. A thing to also keep in mind with this car is quite how low it actually is. You have to take speed bumps like this very easily, or you'll scrape, as I've already noticed before.
Continue for 16 kilometers.
It's not as aggressive as the test drive that I did of this car. That car was set up a little differently, and with the special exhaust and everything, it did feel quite aggressive. But yeah, let's talk about why I actually picked this car, because as you guys know, I did a whole My Next Car series and I ended up with this car. I want to talk about why I ended up with this car specifically, because I'll be honest, there were a lot of great cars that we drove. And it wasn't an easy pick, but in the end, this was just the car that made me the happiest, I felt like. It is still practical and usable. It's a Golf, so most parts are relatively cheap to replace, and it also is very exciting. It's a sporty car, you can feel that very much. It has a lot of power with its 3.2 V6, and then of course there is the sound, and that is what this car is all about. Now, there are also a few downsides, I'll admit, to this car. Of course, the fuel economy is quite terrible. It's very thirsty. Maybe not as thirsty as the V8 cars that I drove, but it's quite close. And with current gas prices, that's quite scary, but you'll have to live with it. Or in this case, I guess I'll have to live with it. So, a few more reasons that I chose this car. One of them is actually the rarity of this car and what that actually means, I think at least, for the value in the future. The prices are already going up of this car. It's already more expensive than it was 2 years ago. And with this sound and this engine and the specialty of this car, I think that's only going to increase in the future. And so it's basically, I think, a good investment. I don't think I'll lose much money on this, if any, and there is actually a chance that I might make money on this, and that was very different with most of the other cars that I did drive. And another reason was that you guys seem to like it a lot, this car. It is, at the minute, the most popular video out of the My Next Car series. And yeah, a lot of you guys were actually talking about it, so I think I made the right choice. Let me know if you actually think the same. I will say though, I might change the exhaust on this car anyway. First of all, it is quieter on camera, so keep that in mind, but also in real life, it is a nice sound, but I feel like it can be a little bit more present and a little deeper. So I'm looking at an exhaust upgrade in the future. Now for the video I turned everything off, but this car is everything you want as well. It has seat heating, it has navigation, it has a very good sound system, it has climate control. It really has everything you would want from a car like this. So it is very dailyable. And of course, it being my new daily, it needed to have that. It needed to be good at that. And to give you guys a little sneak peek, I am actually going to be taking this car on a big trip very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave that like, subscribe for a whole lot more to come, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.